Hello everyone, welcome to a slightly different video. Just some footage of Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. It's a game that I bought for £1 something around Christmas, I think, last year. And I literally bought it just to help my mate get a platinum. He had all the trophies apart from a couple that I needed in co-op. And the online servers are now shut, so there was no way for him to get that other than doing a LAN party. So, I ordered it, who cares. It's, like I said, it was £1 something for the game, less than £2 quid. So obviously since I had the game, I decided before I shelved it for forever, I thought I'd give it a bit of a try and maybe get a couple of trophies, and maybe have some fun. And although I don't like these games, it's a very realistic game, and that's the reason why it was created. It's a military simulation game. Definitely not my kind of thing. If it was just a first person, going all guns blazing or whatever, then yeah, I'd probably have more fun with that. That's more up my alley, even though actually it's been a while since I played a first-person shooter. But yeah, I thought I'd try it. I like trying new games and new styles and new genres. So yeah, I gave it a shot, and it's pretty good. I had some fun with it. I only went as far as I think mission 3 or something. That's 28% on trophies, which is that's actually more than the average. I've got a lot of games that I'm around 20% and some even below 20%. So for a new experience, I was quite pleased. I've got a lot of games on a backlog, as I've repeated many times on my videos. So I'm not going to get stuck on any game, especially if it's not one that I particularly want to play. So I'll play for a bit, but if I get stuck, I'll quit. And the reason why I actually get stuck is because I didn't make sure that I had a tank alive on the third mission. But yeah, you get to control your teammates. The AI is actually relatively smart. And this game is very similar to Arma, and the reason for it is because it was originally developed between Codemasters and Bohemia Interactive, and then there was a fallout between the two, and Codemasters kept the name for the game, Bohemia kept the code, or something along those lines. Just do your own search if you're interested on it. Bohemia went on to develop Arma games, which are quite successful, and Operation Flashpoint should have been successful as well, but obviously Codemasters just did not care to keep the franchise going. But I've heard from some players that play Arma and play this game, actually AI seems to be better on Operation Flashpoint than it is on the Arma games, or at least, I mean, this game was released in 2009, so I don't know the recent Armas, but I mean, to be fair, that actually the last comment that I saw on that, I think was actually on the a video, and it wasn't a comment on a video. The video was actually about the game, and it was a relatively recent video, I think a couple of years ago or so. And he was still upholding that statement. So yeah, you can control them. There are, I mean, most notable the first mission. You can actually do it without firing, and there is a trophy for that without killing an enemy. You can just use your teammates to do that. Although there are other missions that you can do that as well, and there are a lot of areas where you can just control them and you don't actually have to fire a shot. But obviously it's better to get involved in the fun. So yeah, pretty good game. I had quite a lot of fun. I did rage for a fair bit on some areas as well, especially like the last one. I was just like, I do want to redo it. Well, the last one, as in the last one for me, which was the third mission. But yeah, all in all, a pretty good game. It's that cheap these days. If you come across it for free on a platform that you do have, just get it. To be honest, it is well worth the time. It is kind of a sandbox type. It is not an easy game. It's not the hardest game out there, especially on normal mode. If you play in hardcore, then yeah, you're gonna have a hell of a time. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Don't think I'll be playing other games of this genre, but I was pleasantly impressed, and I did have fun for a few hours with it. And if it wasn't because of the huge backlog I had, I would actually restart Mission 3, play it properly, make sure I had support. But I'm not going to do that. I've got too many games to play. Plus shooting and all that. Isn't thing that I'm doing really at the moment. My COD days are gone and Medal of Honor days are gone. And I'll probably come back to shooters at some point. But I don't suspect that to be anytime soon. Anything else that I can say about the game? Not really. I mean, it is based on an island. What's it called? Shake something island or whatever? Which I think it's... I mean, basically US troops fighting Chinese troops, so I think the island is Russian. Or at least these days it is Russian. I don't know. I did a lot of cutting here. I think this was over 3 hours that I played. Yeah, nearly 4 hours video, so I just cut it a little bit. And then I think in a couple of minutes you'll see, I think, my last attempt before I quit the game. And you'll see how bad I play. But like I said, I'm just trying to have fun, not playing the game hardcore like my mate did to actually get a platinum trophy on it. No, that's not for me. But then again, he's more into military stuff and he knows his weapons and vehicles and all that. There are about 100 unique, pretty much simulation-style vehicles in the game, based on real models and that. It is pretty well-made game. There is some glitches, there are some little bugs in the game, which I wish they had fixed it. But I think it is quite clear that Codemasters, once they released the title, they did not care for anything else. They didn't care for fixing anything or keeping the franchise alive further. I think there is a couple of titles on the Codemasters and Operation Flashpoint name, but that was literally it. And I doubt this game will ever come back. The franchise will come back or will be even remastered or anything like that. I think the game is pretty much dead as far as Codemasters are concerned.
Northeast. Contact. Rifleman 200 meters south.
This freaking gun had annoying recoil, but it was the only one I had with a scope to look at distance. It's better than the other one with just the practical or whatever the hell it's called. That one is even worse. I tried so many different things and I could not get this. I think at one point, I don't know if it was this time or the time before, I think I got to the last wave of enemies. But it's just too many. I don't have any air support or any machine. I mean, I've got these guns here, but it's either really I have to operate them for best results, like I did do on 1 or 2 tries, and it did work quite well. But towards the end I get overwhelmed because all the other soldiers died and I'm left just with my team. And we cannot, it's too many soldiers for us to control, so I need to make sure that I've got a tank or whatever it's called here for support at the end. That will make the difference. But yeah, probably not a very helpful video, but I thought I'd make a video anyway before I delete all the footage, and the game has already been shelved. If you ever played this game, do leave a comment. If you haven't played this game and you're actually interested or you didn't know it even existed, then yeah, feel free to comment down below. And feel free to play the game if you come across it for free. Like I said, I bought this game for £1 something of Amazon. It is bound to appear for free on Steam or things like that, or GOG and whatever. So yeah, I'll leave you with, I believe, my last attempt at Mission 3. Thank you all for watching, stay safe, and take care. See you on the next one.
Defend this position. Affirmative.
Daggers, this is Dagger 1. Hydra is now RTB. Out.
Enter that position! Weapons free!
Affirmative! I am not getting paid enough for this shit!
Go, go, go! Building clear! Contact, rifleman, 100 meters, west.
Dagger 1 Bravo, be advised. Alpha unable to hold. Northern edge of your village has been breached. Watch.
Target, rifleman, is eliminated! Contact, rifleman, 100 meters!
Dagger 1 Bravo, be advised. Delta unable to hold. Eastern edge of the village has been breached. Watch your back. Dagger 1 out.
Target, support gunner, is eliminated!
Contact! Rifleman, 100 meters, south! Force down!
Target, support gunner, is eliminated!
Target, rifleman, is eliminated!
Support gunner is eliminated! Three's down! Shots fired!
right? Bop.